Hello and welcome to the third part of our tutorial. This time on this part we will discuss Rykard's fight. We will discuss we'll be finishing our build for this run, so it's Sword Knight and Flame and Royal Knight's Resolve. And I don't know how long this part will be, but maybe we will do everything until Caelid Warp Seal. But we'll see. It's actually just Caelid Warp without Seal, but whatever. So we can split here after Rome Warp, I forgot to say that, and we can just continue. So after Rome Warp, we appear at the Volcano Manor entrance, and we just go down and left with our stick, and summon Horse, and set a Pegasus approximately right here, to the right of this giant. And here's the really free setup. You just want to walk right next to this rock, right here, and you want to touch with your left leg this white spot right here on a stone, and after that you can easily just quit out. Then you go back to the game, and after that, once you appear, you want to jump on the rock right next to you, summon Horse while you're running, and again, just climb up right here to gain some height, and we go right here between two windows, as you can see. Here is the giant that is aggroed on us, so we'll need to manage our stamina a bit. It's not a big deal. Once we will disappear in this roof, jump once to lower your height, dismount, and travel to another location. And here is Rykard's fight, pretty much. So what I want to do, you want to touch this grace. It's not needed if you're risking or something like that, but obviously if you're learning, you want to take grace, because Rykard is definitely not an easy fight. And obviously we equip all our armor. And yeah, we traverse the mist, and here you can easily make a save file. For example, we pick up a Serpent Hunter, we equip it, and I'll just try to show you how it works. So you just quit out at this point. Let me turn display capture, and for example, we import save state right now, tutorial Rykard, and now you just go back, and as you can see, we'll be behind this fog wall, because you can never appear in the boss fight arena once you're quitting out. So yeah, make sure. And I accidentally used one of my Essos last, so if you want to restore them, make sure to rest the grace, so you will have 3. But pretty much how it works, I'll try to show you. So there is a certain thing about Rykard. You want to time your attacks sometimes, like at the beginning, to make sure everything will be fine. So you want to start running, and once Rykard will wake up and his head will go down like this, you want to jump with R2, then immediately L2 into L2. Once head goes down like this, you also jump on R2. From this stack you roll, for example, to the right, doesn't really matter, jump R2 again, you have time. From this stack you want to roll, because if it touches you, it'll be painful. And I'm not speaking of this poison on the ground, I'm speaking of this missile by itself. After stagger you want to add one more R2, better to have stamina for that, and then L2, L2 again. We add one more R2. And then you just finish the fight, whatever Rykard does. So pretty much if Rykard goes for those fast attacks, you just go backwards and punish him like this. With 21 vigor, as you can see, you can easily just survive his one of the attacks and no problems at all. You want to restore all your HP if you can, and your FP, and now you wait. So, right now, once you appear, you want to immediately go for one jump in R2. But also, after that, you want to make sure that Rykard will not do a skull attack. I will try to show you somehow how it will look like, but let's go. So we do jump in R2. And if he does a skull attack, I'll need to cancel it, but he doesn't do that. Because skull attack is really... is not really cool. After this one, you can do one R1. Once blade touches the ground, you just jump in R2. Okay, this attack is really good, but now it will be stagger. Again, we do jump in R2. L2, L2 again. Jump in R2 again. From this, we also roll. Jump in R2 after this one. Jump in R2 again. That's a perfect attack to punish. You just go backwards and you jump as well. This lava doesn't really damage you that much. And again, once his health bar reaches B letter in Lord Blasphemy, you just do L2, L2, and finish him. So, something like that. But let me show you another example. I hope he will do that really quick, so we don't need to waste too much time right here. Let me one-shot him real quick. So I will show you. Problem is that in second phase sometimes Rykard can do a skull attack immediately, and you want to cancel it with your L2, L2. So let us just wait. I hope he will do that. You want to make sure that you will cancel it, because it will be really bad to run with it. Yeah, here we go, perfect. So that's a skull attack. It will go really close to you, but you cancel it with L2, L2. Then you can do just jump in R2. And pretty much same strat until you go to the stagger. Before this attack you can do R1, then R2 once he touches the ground with his blade. From this one we just roll back, jump in R2 again, jump in R2 again once he's staggered, and then only L2. And then again L2. He will go a bit further from you. Jump in R2 after this one. This one is really easy to punish. Roll backwards. After first stagger, he can start biting after this combo, so make sure to be aware of it, because a Rykard bite is quite painful, and you just finish him with R2 and just R2 in this case. So no problems at all, as you can see. Rykard is quite free with this HP. What you want to do is just open menu of bonfires and you just press main academy gate. And here we go. So that's how this works. So our next step is we just go right here on Leonine of the Lakes, and we level up right now 24 phase perfectly. Now we summon Spectral City, whistle Spectral City again, and set up Pegasus again. This time we will go to a bit different place. We will need the 4 Belfries bonfire. I'll need for later as well. Also, we set up Pegasus the same way we were doing it before. And now we go backwards a bit. And now we want to go approximately right here. It's just we cannot see that sadly because of fog, but now you can see a bit more. Once you go right here, yeah, here now you can see 3 towers. And once you go to the middle one, yeah, right here, perfect. Now a giant will appear, but we don't care. And since we have Pegasus, we don't need to jump over the rock, so we can just climb. Not this one, but right this one on the corner, right here. We can just climb it. And now what we want to do is to pick up input key. And then we also perform Rune Warp again. So we go here, we pick up this Inbit Sword Key, summon Pegasus, jump once to lower our height, dismount, touch Grace, and it will work as a touching Grace. So you don't need to rest and immediately Rune Warp. And now it will allow us to go closer to the EG and Sword Knight in Flame. So we just quit out right here after this Rune Warp, and we will go down there closer to those ruins right next to the EG. So immediately we can just whistle and wait. So if this guy does this attack, oh god, we can just waste all our stamina and use Soul of Blasphemous. So we'll not really lose our time, because that's the only attack when your stamina will start to drain, and you will need those 50k souls right now, because we will need to buy some upgrading materials. 1, 2, 3, 4 from EG. We go right here, and here is EG, but firstly we will need to do a Pegasus setup again. So we go here and we can immediately set up Pegasus once we jumped on the other side. Once we go back to the game, you want to look up for this exact part. So this Pegasus is really simple. You just need this line. This right here. Right, this one. But not this. Don't go here or you will die. So you just want to make it like this. After that, you just go back. And once you all appear, you want to go to the road to the Manor Grace. Right here. To the right, you can summon your horse once. Touch Grace. And then you will summon already Pegasus, but you will immediately dismount right next to the EG. Skip all the dialogue.
I am an old perhaps you.
And go approximately to Mushroom right in front of me, as you can see. Approximately right here. Then buy 1, 2, 3, and 4, and you can just start running, and dialogue will window will disappear. Now we have Pegasus. All we need to do is just go to Carrion Manor. We can jump over this right here, and we'll need this stone. We climb him up. Here we go. And now we go to this corner of the wall. Now, to the right after this tree. And here is the wall right in front of us that we'll need to stuck into. Like, we just stick to it, then we jump once, dismount, press R1, because it will allow us to do a plunge attack. And why do you want to do plunge attacks during falls? Because it lowers the time, lowers the cooldown after falling. Like, not like in other Souls games, you don't have here a possibility to roll after falling or to do anything pretty much. Like in DS1, for example, changing weapons to immediately start sprinting. Here you can only do plunge attacks, so you can lower the cooldown. We pick up a Sword Knight in Flame, and now we go to the table of Round Table Grace. So our next step here, we can, we need to actually equip it, because it will be easier to menu at Blacksmith right now. And we want to buy here Twin Maiden Husks, 3 Stone Sword Keys, then you buy 1 Spirit Calling Bell and Lone Wolf Ashes. Then you warp back to the table Lost Grace. After that, we go right here to the Round Table Hold, and now we go to our Blacksmith. Skip all dialogues, and you just press A, confirmation up to +7. We go back to the Ashes of War, and we need Godskin Stitcher only at standard. I can honestly say I don't know why, but you don't want to have it at quality. So yeah, you want standard. Then you exit the dialogue here, and you just go to the first step, the Grace that we lit before. Now we can finally split for Sword Knight Flame. Then we summon our horse again, and now there are two ways of how you can perform it. I would strongly recommend this one right now, but if you want to pitch a bit, you can actually no, I will not even recommend you that, because there is a really bad Pegasus that will definitely be painful. So you just set up Pegasus right here, and there's really comfy Pegasus setup that you don't even need to struggle with, because the other one is really struggling one, and it will only give you 5 early level ups, but it's not needed. We want to look at the grass that is really close to the edge. As you can see, it's one of the closest ones right here, but it's approximately on the middle. So we want to just walk off from here, and here we go. That's the Pegasus setup pretty much. So no problems entirely. And after we set up our Pegasus, we go right here approximately with Summon Horse. And now we need to go to this church right now. That is a church of the pilgrimage. Here is a stone right next to it. We want to jump on this stone once. We will lower our height, and then we will jump twice. And during lowering our height, we will also stuck in infinite falling, but it's all good, no worries. So we'll jump once, and now we will stuck and jump again, and as you can see, we didn't stuck. But now we don't have double jump, so make sure. Now there goes really important part. So what do you want to do? Just be careful, you can easily die right here, so make sure. We'll lower our height 3 times by jumping right here, and we'll need to go at this broken stone pillar again. Right here. Then we just jump right here, and we can jump from here approximately. Yeah, not bad. Now we need to go to those catacombs. Don't quit out here at this door, because quitting out will reset your Pegasus. But we have Pegasus still, so that means that we can ride where we usually cannot ride with our horse. So we just jump along the wall right here 2 times on each stairs, and we go through the catacombs directly to this contraption. And here we go. So somewhere door is open. That will be our first legendary ashes right here, so we need to kill the cemetery shade. Just run right next to this door, and here we go. So here is the cemetery shade. We just use Archear, equip the sword Knight and Flame, and kill it like this. Better not to miss like I did before. Then you just run right here and return to the entrance. And no problems entirely, as you can see. So, next our step is Leonine Misbegotten. And in order to do that, we need to go all the catacombs, but we jump right here from this rock to this one. And once again, we'll be setting up Pegasus, so make sure that even if you heal, that you will need to have at least 1 flask, so you will be able to set up Pegasus. Just make sure, or otherwise you will not be able to summon your horse. So we need to go down there. So here are 3 graves. You want to choose the lowest one right here on the middle. Then you want to run off the edge here, and you want to land right here for approximately, I don't know, 1 second or something like that. So game understands that you landed right here, because if you jump away too fast, you will die, so make sure. And then you jump down there and set up Pegasus again. Now once we go back to the game, once you look up for this place right here, for this stone, and just walk down there and quit out. That's our Pegasus setup on this part. Now we appear, summon our horse, and we'll skip this bit boring part. So we're going to Castle Morn right now, and we'll be right here at the Castle Morn, but you want to go right here firstly, because that's the only way to lower your height that much. You want to land on this, and then you can just jump down. You will not die. Because if you just jump from the maximum height, you will die, sadly. So not to die at all, you want to jump on the first like wooden plank there. Here's the Leonine Misbegotten. We use Archeer. Better for him to run right next to you. Here we go. And he's done. Perfect. That was quite nice. During his death, use this rune. And now go back to the Church of the Pilgrimage. Oh, how's that was golden? I don't know, but whatever. So, what do we want to do now? So, here is the Church of the Pilgrimage. And from here, we want to perform a roll warp. So, usually we will go to Caelid from the first step. But according to map, approximately those catacombs are like right here. And just to show you. First step is right here, but performing this roll warp will appear right here. So all the best we will need to do is just this like line, like here. So it will be closer. But in order to do that, you need to rest on the bonfire because you need to touch it. While doing this, we level up 2 points of our mind. That's why we use that soul from that balloon in the beginning, and we used it right now on Leonine. And now because of that, we can level up 2 points of mind, and that's all you want to do. Then you go right here, jump outside, approximately in front of this bush. We can do a roll warp. And as you can see, we just turn to the left. And here are the runes that we will need for Caelid. Jump twice right here. And go right down there. Dismount. Open a door. Make sure to roll if you need, because those threats, they hit not hard, but still. You can spam jump once you open the chest, so you will be ensnared by the trap anyway. But that's what you need. But also you will be able to jump on a chest, so rats will not be able to bite you. Or they will be able to bite you, but not that much as if you were standing on the ground. So here is the crystal tunnel, which is go follow this passing right here. This guy can almost always do that attack. Make sure to wait enough. Approximately timing of this attack is same all the time, so you can kind of do that on your muscle memory without sound. Then once we're here, we summon horse, and now that will be one of the maybe most disgusting jumps in run. Maybe not the most disgusting one, but still I don't like it. But that saves quite a lot of time. So we go right here, jump once, and then jump twice again. Here's the golden seed, and here's the jump. You want to go close to this like to this fence, jump once without moving, and then just jump right here and like this. You want to do that on the move. Like, let me just show you, it's like way easier in the move. So you jump like this, then jump like this to the right. You want to stick and like this. It's hard to explain how it works, but just look up at how I did that by looking at my controller layout. It's just a matter of practice. It's just hard to explain how it should work. But you want to do that while having momentum. Because as you can see, once the animation lasted for quite long after first jump, I wasn't able to do that because range was already different. It's a bit disgusting jump, and there is like way easier jump for this place, but that's the fastest for sure. You want to pick up Secret Seer, and then you want to rest here because you were ensnared, and after that you want to go to Liurnia Highway South. Here goes Caelid Warp Seal segment. So what we want to do warp again, and in order to do that, obviously we need to rest because we need to touch grace. Now we go right here, and we need to go approximately to this stone, because there is some sort of like a border of two locations, and this will allow us to roll over to a different location instead of to purified runes. So we use a roll warp right here. Quit out again. And now we appear right here in the bushes, but we want to go just forward, and that will be Grace. Want to pick up this Grace, because it will allow us to go to Godrick next. But now we go to Adon Sea for Fire. Because this guy has a legendary spell that is called Flame of the Fell God. That we also need for achievement legendary incantations and sorceries. Or magic, whatever it's called. So I want to go here. Through this camp. And here's the Evergirl, as you can see on the top of this, seems like a mountain, or whatever it is. I just want to go through this camp. And approximately, as you can see, the bonfire of the merchant. Approximately right here you want to go. Right here to the left. Between those stones right here. Jump once here. And again, jump once here. Perfect. Now once we're about to go to Geyser, jump right here, aim yourself at the Evergull, and activate the Evergull. Here we go. So, here is the pretty much setup for any Evergull, and we have 3 in a run, I guess. Yeah, we have 3 in a run. So, Imprisoner appears after approximately this line, after you exit this circle right here, so like this one, I'm aiming with my compass. So you want to use RKR before, and then you want to trespass it, so something like this. And you want to go close with your Sword Knight of Flame. Something like that. Sadly, we don't have that much damage right now, but as you can see, it's enough to kill Adon. And once we get our Flame in the Felgat, we just go back. Now it's time for Godrick. So we go to the same bonfire as we lit before. Now this time we go right here. And we pick up our last Sacred Seer of the run. Sorry. Here it is. Now we jump out and I hooked up. Now we set up Pegasus again. After we did a quit out, here's the pretty easy setup. Like all Pegasus setups are pretty comfy, so you should not experience any problems with that. We want to look at this pointy rock right here. Right here. Just walk off and you're good to go. We go back. And now, want to start moving in this direction. And once we summon the horse, we gain some height. Go to this wall. Hole in the wall. Turn right here. Climb up right here. Now we look for a white spot right here in the rock. As you can see, I'm looking at it right now with my compass. Like this. Then you want to stuck in this. Jump twice. And then you just want to climb here and you're good to go. You have a perfect height right now. You don't need to go higher. Now we're about to kill Godrick. We will need 1 RKR and 2 beams for that. Now, you just go right here. And try to look, look at my compass point right now. Try to look at approximately this spot. So from the middle, you want to go a bit to the right of this great spot. That's the place you want to go, approximately. And then you jump once, and here we go. Go as close as you can to Godrick and annihilate him. After he's dead, prepare to go to Stormhill Shack and travel there. Once he's dead. Then prepare your Pegasus. Pick up Golden Seed inside of this shack. Now we want to go for Devourer's Scepter. Devourer's Scepter allows us to do some magic later. And it's picked up not only because it's a legendary armament and it's needed for a legendary armament achievement, but also for some glitch that is called something like a move swap, I don't know. But we want to pick it up with Bernal's armor, and we just go to the 4 Belfries bonfire. So at this point I will end this part, and we will talk about Nokron, because Nokron is quite a huge part of the run, and it will be better to separate it as a different part of the tutorial. So I'll see you in next part. Good luck in your runs. See you soon.